Welcome, tennis fans, and welcome to a journey. For the few minutes, we'll step into the world of one of the most remarkable athletes of our time, Iga Świątek. We'll trace her story from childhood to championship glory. From her first swings of the racket in Poland to the bright lights of the biggest stages in tennis, we'll uncover how she grew up, how she trained, and how she transformed into a force the tennis world simply could not ignore. Along the way, we'll talk about her family, her victories, her financial success, and yes, even her personal life, including the mysteries around her relationships. And we'll bring it right to the present moment as she steps into the Cincinnati Open final against Jasmine Paolini. So get ready. This is more than a story about tennis. This is the story of a young woman who represents discipline, pride, and excellence. This is the story of Iga Świątek, childhood and early life. Iga was born on May 31st, 2001 in Warsaw, Poland, a city rich in history, resilience, and culture. From the beginning, her family shaped her identity. Her father, Tomasz, was an Olympian, a rower who had represented Poland on the global stage at the 1988 Seoul Games. Her mother, Dorota, built a career as an orthodontist, instilling the importance of education and focus. Her older sister, Agata, was also a budding athlete. She started as a swimmer but soon shifted into tennis. And for young Iga, that was all the inspiration she needed. She wanted to compete with her sister. She wanted to prove herself. That sibling rivalry sparked the flame that would later turn into a firestorm on the international tennis courts. From an early age, Iga trained with determination. At just 14 years old, she began serious training at the Mara Warsaw Club, later moving to Legia Warsaw to sharpen her technique. Her father believed strongly in individual sports. He often said that in team sports, your success depends on others. But in individual sports like rowing or tennis, it all comes down to you, your effort, your will, your drive. That philosophy became a cornerstone of Iga's approach to competition. Even as a teenager, she displayed maturity beyond her years. Coaches recall her being extremely focused, often practicing longer than anyone else, always striving for perfection. It wasn't just about winning for Iga. It was about building the habits that winners are made of. Early career and first breakthrough. By 2016, Iga had officially turned professional. The tennis world was about to witness the rise of a new champion, even if it didn't know it yet. At first, she competed in smaller tournaments, testing herself against stronger players, learning from every loss, and steadily building her confidence. But in 2019, she began turning heads. Her raw power, combined with a sharp tactical mind, made her dangerous to even the most experienced opponents. Tennis commentators started asking, who is this young woman from Poland? Could she really break into the top tier? The answer came loud and clear in 2020. That year, Iga stormed into the French Open as an unseeded teenager and shocked the world. She didn't just win the title, she dominated it. Match after match, she dismantled her opponents, and in the end, she became the first ever Polish player to win a Grand Slam singles title. She was just 19 years old. That victory wasn't just a win, it was a statement. It announced to the world, I am here, I belong, and I'm only getting started, building a legacy. Over the next few years, Iga Świątek proved that she was no one-time wonder. She kept coming back stronger, sharper, more confident. She won the French Open again in 2022, then defended it in 2023 and 2024. She showed that her mastery on clay was no accident. It was a rain. That same year, in 2022, she also captured the US Open, proving her dominance on hard courts as well. And then came the summer of 2025, when she made history once again at Wimbledon. Not only did she lift the most prestigious trophy in tennis, she did it in record fashion, delivering a double-bagel victory, 6-love, 6-love, in the final against Amanda Anisimova. It was a scoreline that stunned the tennis world, and it marked her as the first Polish woman ever to win Wimbledon. By the age of just 24, Iga had already collected 23 singles titles, including 10 WTA 1000 trophies, and had held the number one ranking for more than 120 weeks. She was no longer just a rising star. She was one of the sport's legends in the making, the Cincinnati Open. And now we arrive at the present moment, August 2025. The Cincinnati Open, a critical stop on the tennis calendar before the US Open, and one of the toughest tournaments of the year. Iga came into the tournament strong, her confidence soaring after Wimbledon. Match after match, she swept her opponents aside. In the semifinal, she faced the dangerous Elena Rybakina. The match was tense, but Iga's power and precision carried her through 7-5, 6-3. She hadn't dropped a single set all tournament. Now she faces Jasmine Paolini in the final. On paper, Iga is the clear favorite. She has beaten Paolini 5 times before without a single loss. But in tennis, nothing is guaranteed. One moment of brilliance, one slip of concentration can change everything. If Iga wins, she will claim her 11th WTA 1000 title and secure her place at the year-end WTA Finals in Riyadh. A loss, however, would be a reminder that in this sport you cannot take anything for granted. Family and personal side. Behind the trophies and titles, Iga Świątek is still very much connected to her roots. Her father's Olympic past continues to inspire her. Her mother remains a guiding influence. And her sister, though she left tennis for a career in dentistry, remains part of Iga's support system. Unlike many athletes who move abroad for convenience or financial reasons, Iga has remained in Poland. She lives in Racine, near Warsaw. Her choice reflects her patriotism and loyalty to her country. She has built her team largely from Polish experts, psychologists, coaches, and trainers, showing that she values trust and national pride as much as technical expertise. Net worth and endorsements. By 2025, Iga Świątek has become one of the highest-earning athletes in tennis. Her career prize money alone has surpassed $40 million. Her estimated net worth stands around $24 million, and it continues to grow. Her endorsements are both global and local. She has partnered with Porsche, the luxury car maker, with On, the Swiss sportswear brand, with Lancôme, the iconic beauty company, with Infosys, a leader in technology, and she remains closely tied to Oshi, a Polish energy drink brand. Each deal reflects not only her athletic success, but also her clean, focused, and inspiring public image. Love life and rumors. When it comes to romance, however, Iga remains an enigma. She has never confirmed being in a relationship. There are no public boyfriends, no dramatic love stories, no tabloids chasing after scandals. For Iga, tennis comes first. Some fans speculate, of course. In today's world, curiosity about the personal lives of stars is inevitable. But Iga has built a reputation for privacy, maturity, and focus. If she has a romance in her life, she has chosen to keep it away from the cameras. And in a way, that makes her story even more fascinating. her love life remains unwritten. Her greatest relationship so far is with the sport of tennis itself. So, what comes next? At 24 years old, Iga Świątek stands at the threshold of greatness. Many players peak in their mid to late 20s, which means Iga may still have her best years ahead. The immediate goal is clear: winning Cincinnati, then carrying momentum into the US Open. Beyond that, the WTA finals in Riyadh will be another huge test against the very best in the game. But beyond this season, the sky is the limit. Can she win 10 Grand Slams? 15? Could she challenge the greatest records in tennis history? Many experts believe she has the talent, the discipline, and the mental strength to do it. And so, as we close this journey, let's reflect on what makes Iga Świątek special. She is a champion with humility, a superstar with focus, a patriot who proudly represents her country, and a young woman who has already achieved so much yet still has so much ahead of her. From Warsaw to Wimbledon, from clay courts in Paris to hard courts in Cincinnati, from her childhood dreams to her present triumphs, the story of Iga Świątek is one of passion, dedication, and greatness. As she steps onto the court against Jasmine Paolini, the world will be watching. Can she lift another trophy? Can she continue her march toward history? Whatever happens, one thing is clear. Iga Świątek is not just a tennis player, she is a phenomenon. And her journey is far from over. Thank you for watching up to this end, the story of Iga Świątek. Stay tuned because this story is still being written, one match at a time.